Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy first day of fall. I've got some acorn squash in the oven. It smells so good. I'm gonna make some soup. I've got my sunflowers on the counter. I should have done the video over there so you could see them. And it's actually feeling like unseasonably warm for the fall, so we still have some lingering summer. I hope you got some nice ideas about how to ring in the new season on my last video. This is our Simple Abundance year, and on this channel we talk about Sarah Breathnach and her Simple Abundance principles. And I am going to be talking today about the topic of success and a little bit of failure too, but more on that in another video. And so we were just recently talking about having the courage to answer the call, and we've had multiple discussions about trying to get to the point where you figure out and own your gifts and take the leap to actually bring those to the world, whether it's through a career or starting out as a hobby or just something that you're doing that's really showing your authentic spirit to the world. And so what is it all for, right? Are you trying to be successful? And what do you think success really is? Of course, we have the Webster's Dictionary. She says this here for the definitions. An attaining of a desired end, straightforward, right? Or the attainment of wealth, favor, and eminence. When you think of success, do you think you have to be totally wealthy? What do you think? I think you could be successful at things and not necessarily be rich. I do think that wealth is sometimes a component of success. What do you think about success, though, in your own life? Do you think that you even can believe that you're successful? Because that's what Sarah talks about in her Thoughts on Success for today's entry, September 22nd. Few women believe they are successful because they don't feel successful. To the deepest recesses of our hearts, we feel like failure, she tells us. We're counterfeits and frauds. But even if we know we're successful, we rarely admit it. The world doesn't like braggarts. Remember we had that video where I said pride comes before the fall, right? That's always in the back of my mind. And we want the world, every last person in it, to like us. We suffer from a potent combination of public and private conditioning over a lifetime. What do you guys think about that? Most of us were not taught that there are two kinds of success: worldly and authentic. But in order to live happy and fulfilled lives, we need to know the difference between what's real and what's not, because success is a part of life's university required curriculum. That's pretty cool. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the pursuit of worldly success and financial independence. But simple abundance has taught me, she tells us, as I know it will teach you, that authentic success is living by your own lights, not the glare of popping flash bulbs. And they can't take that away from us. Right? So, worldly success and authentic success. So maybe worldly success would be more like the Webster's definition of the wealth and fame. But authentic success, if you can feel like you truly succeeded in bringing your authenticity to the world, what do you think? Would you rather have, it's one of those life questions, like would you rather have wealth and all that, or would you rather have the authentic success? So I'm going to skip ahead because she has an awesome entry called Authentic Success, and there's no way for me to capture how awesome it is without just reading most of it, so bear with me here. Authentic success is different for each of us. No single definition fits all because we all come in all sizes. Authentic success is having time to pursue personal pursuits that bring you pleasure, time enough to make the loving gestures for your family you long to, time enough to care for your home, tend to your garden, nurture your soul. Authentic success is never having to tell yourself or those you love, maybe next year. Authentic success is knowing that if today were the last day on earth, you could leave with no regret. Authentic success is feeling focused and serene when you work, not fragmented. It's knowing that you've done the best that you possibly could, no matter what circumstances you faced. It's knowing in your soul that the best you can do is all you can do, and that the best you can do is always enough. Authentic success is accepting your limitations, making peace with your past, and reveling in your passions so that your future may unfold according to a divine path. I love that. I really like that one. It's discovering and calling forth your gifts and offering them to the world to help heal its ravaged heart. It's making a difference in others' lives and believing that if you can do that for just one person each day through a smile, a shared laugh, a caress, a kind word, or a helping hand, blessed are you among women. I love that. Authentic success is not just money in the bank, but a contented heart and peace of mind. It's earning what you feel you deserve for the work you do and knowing that you're worth it. That's really big, right? Authentic success is not about accumulating, but letting go. We talked about that recently. Because all you have is all you truly need. Authentic success is feeling good about who you are, appreciating where you've been, celebrating your achievements, and honoring the distance you've already come. Authentic success is reaching the point where being is as important as doing. It's the steady pursuit of a dream. It's realizing that no matter how much time it takes for a dream to come true in the physical world, no day is ever wasted. It's valuing inner as well as outer labor, both your own and others. It's evaluating labor to a craft and a craft to an art by bestowing love on every task you undertake. Authentic success is knowing how simply abundant your life is, exactly as it is today. Authentic success is being so grateful for the many blessings bestowed on you and yours that you can share your portion with others. Authentic success is living each day with a heart overflowing with gratitude. I love that. I think this could be like framed on my wall. I love everything about everything that says. Because I feel like I would strive more for this authentic success than worldly success. Yeah. I think about my own life and I wonder if I am going to say, am I successful or not? And have I known failure? Yes. But I've had a lot of successes in a row, I suppose. And I failed at some things, but I really would strive more to be successful at this authentic path. And the book is just, that was just like such a perfect just summary of all the things that we've been doing this year. I hope you loved that. And then the last thing I want to talk about today is tomorrow's entry, which is called Giving Yourself Credit. Because why do we struggle? Just like in the video about asking for help, why do we struggle with giving ourselves credit when we are successful? Or do you? Maybe you don't struggle with that. But I would think that some people tend to feel really uncomfortable about it, and so they may downplay it a little bit, or they may keep it just to themselves that they've been successful. One of the reasons women often don't feel successful is we never give ourselves credit. Should we slip for a moment and bask in the glow of accomplishment, we immediately feel the need to downplay our achievements, especially in front of our family and friends. Before we know it, we're practically denying we ever attained anything. But many successful people do revel in their achievements, covering the walls of their offices and homes with their photographs and magazine covers, displaying golden statuettes and awards on their mantles or in special built cabinets. They've succeeded, and not only does the world applaud them, but they congratulate themselves. All right, I'm somewhere in between because like when I read that, I do have, like, on my wall, I used to own a magazine, so I do have a magazine on my wall, and I have like an award that I got, and I mean, so I guess I'm not afraid to surround myself with some of those things, and I definitely have pictures around, and so I'm somewhere in between, but I do understand the discomfort of people. I don't know. It's weird because if you're successful and maybe you're around other people that aren't successful, it is easier to just downplay it. So I get that. What do you guys think? Do you feel like you feel a little uncomfortable when people recognize your successes? Many women suffer from climbing. Oh, okay. So she told us a story about the bear went over the mountain. You remember that story, that song that you would sing in the car? And there's always another mountain, right, to go up. So she says, many women suffer from the climbing bear syndrome. We scale one mountain after another, overcome every obstacle, smash the glass ceiling, but is the promotion savored? Do we celebrate graduating from night school, closing the deal, discovering the goods? No, we shrug off our personal triumphs as if they were flukes, then wonder why we feel so unsatisfied. I hope that you would revel in your successes, because some of those things you mentioned, like graduating night school and all the things you put into that. I have a friend who went back because she was only a couple credits short of getting her college degree, and so last year she finished them and got her degree, and I was like, you need to have a party, like, let's celebrate this. And I was like, let's get you a cap and gown and everything, and she was, yeah, just a little uncomfortable about that. But even though it was a long awaited thing, like, I was like, let's celebrate this, but she didn't end up doing anything with it. But I get it. I know it's kind of hard to, like, toot your own horn for some of those things, right? So Sarah tells us, I've experienced an awakening when I was rewriting my resume for a new venture. As I listed my accomplishments, I wondered, who is this woman? Actually, I can relate to that because I had somebody professionally rewrite my resume earlier this year. And I was looking at it and I'm like, wow, this person sounds amazing. And then I was like, well, that's me. Like, so I can totally relate to that. So I took some of my favorite memorabilia, my book covers, the announcements of my column, to the framers. When I hung them up in my living room, I stood back and looked at them the way a stranger might. Wow. It was astounding, exhilarating, stupefying. Then I began to congratulate myself out loud for jobs well done. Now I seize moments of achievements by making them concrete. Having the physical evidence of accomplishments has gone a long way towards making me feel successful. Do you guys feel like you need something like that? Like you would need to put up the award from work or whatever the achievement is, like proof of it, so that you could feel like, to remind yourself that you were successful? Yeah, I get that. Although it may crown you queen for the day, the world cannot confer the recognition that will make you feel fulfilled. She did say earlier in the entry, I didn't read it, like some of this can go back to childhood where maybe you felt like you were never good enough, or maybe you had some achievements but they just weren't celebrated in the home. So you kind of learned that it was no big deal, right? So she does say that, like, you're gonna always probably have that longing of whatever was not fulfilled earlier in your life. Only you can fill that void, she's telling us. So chill a bottle of champagne and toast yourself upon the completion of a creative project, personal accomplishment, professional achievement. No matter is too small. Can we really afford to wait for the world's approval? No. Yeah. So I like the message of that. Celebrate your successes. What do you think? Let me know what you think about this topic. I'm going to be coming back to talk to you guys this week because there's other entries in the older book, her Daybook of Comfort and Joy, that tie in really well with this, and she's changed up the rest of the month here. So I still want to give those a nod, and there's a lot to say about them. So we'll be talking a bit. I mentioned failure. You know, we didn't really get too much into that today. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. But for now, it's the success, and thinking about how you can revel in that a little bit more in your life, even if it's something small. You know, pop the champagne. I like that. Let me know what you think of this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.